I would say, listen to me, I did the work. I've been around looking at all these franchises. We looked at a lot of different franchises. And I would say, look at Minuteman in different ways, because a lot of franchises, what I didn't want is I didn't want someone to come in and say, you're wearing this type of shirt, you're going to have this type of menu, and this is what your prices are going to be. And this is what your storefront's going to look like. Again, it gives us that flexibility to be able to come in and take your entrepreneurial spirit and really let it blossom. And then you can take it as high as you want to take it, you know.
Well, and there's differences. There are some franchises that they're very cookie cutter, and you have no sense of flexibility or personality, or even what works in your region that doesn't work in others. I think it's important for brand recognition, for everybody to be wearing the same logo and to be doing the same types of things, but be able to still be your own business owner and make those decisions that are going to work for your business, but know that they're in the background helping you, are going to support you however you need that. And I think that that's ideal. The friends and other owners that I've seen that have not been able to survive periods of recession or periods of business where it's not that great, their hands are held behind their back. And more often than not, the complaint is, well, I needed to do this, but I couldn't, or I couldn't get support on this, or I didn't come in with the right equipment. I think that, being 9 years in business with Minuteman, we've seen the packages, the equipment come in and change, the training has changed. You've adapted, and you have to, because you're in an industry where things are constantly changing. And to have that it's priceless.
I've had other friends who have owned other franchises, and they tell me, well, I own this, but I'm like the manager, because they tell me what to do, how to do it, what to sell, what to price. They do my advertising. He goes, I'm basically a manager, and I don't get to make the business decisions. So it's been exactly what I wanted, even though I didn't know what I wanted when I got into it. So I was lucky.
I chose Minuteman Press because I liked the system that I saw. I especially liked the working business hours. Coming from a hospitality background, I was working a lot of nights and weekends, and unless I was going to be the owner of the restaurant chain, I wanted to do something to be in business for myself. I also really liked the margins, so that was appealing to me as well.
It's hard to tell, right offhand, but thousands of dollars, and it really motivates you too to hit that goal every month, to hit that cap. And I don't know how many people, other franchise owners that I've talked to, when I tell them that we have that, they can't believe it. No, I can't. Yeah, it is, and that's where it's an incentive to hit that, because after that, I make another 6% on everything above that. Wow, how do you do that?
We've had customers too who will say to us as they're just getting to know us, well, I don't know, your prices are going to be higher because you're a franchise. And then I can tell them, well, no, that's not really true, because first of all, I get a discount on the equipment that I work with. I have nationally negotiated discounts on paper and other resources. So ultimately, the price I'm charging you is the fair market price. It's competitive. And even though I'm paying royalties, and everybody knows you do, so it's no problem to say it, to your customers, say I do pay royalties. You're not paying more for that product because of that. No. It all evens out, and ultimately, if we're a strong business, we're not paying royalties beyond that cap.
Yeah, frankly, each month when I pay the royalties, I don't even think about it. I just pay them. It's just part of the deal, and for everything that I get in return, it's
the support is and the negotiated
the negotiated
too.
prices. That was the other thing I wanted to talk about before. is how it's amazing how much difference that makes to have it when these big companies come in trying to sell me on digital equipment and things like that, and I'll tell them, well, we've got our Minuteman Press rates, and they're okay, I'll check into that, and they come back and it's like, holy cow, how did you ever get these rates?
Yeah, we hear that consistently.
Yeah, and we had some problems at one time, and I brought it all the way up to Mike Judd, and he got everything straightened out for me. And that, I mean, how can you do that if you weren't connected with Minuteman Price and didn't have that buying power? I mean, there's just no way. So it's been great.
The thing I like most about owning my own business is that I control my own destiny. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but my success is dependent upon me, not anybody else. And I make the decisions. I can make decisions that are not profitable, like joining a club that's going to take me 3 or 4 years to reap the benefits, and not have anybody question that, because I know in the long term it's a great decision. What I love about Minuteman Press, the first thing I love is the franchise fees. Franchise fees are capped. They've been capped since day one for me because I bought an existing business. I also love the support, that if I have a question or I want to enter a new area of the business, I can get names of other shop owners who have done it, who are doing it, and have lessons learned. There's a sharing that happens when you're 900 big around the world that allows you to know that you can learn from other people. And also that you're not alone. When I first went into the business, it was, what happens if my pressman quits? Well, I don't worry about that. You just call Minuteman and you've got this field support to help you get through whatever your issues are.